Same set of code, but different exercise. This time, I want you using the data set and using some of the code that we have here. I want you to focus on those that owe me money. Now, you gotta remember, go back to the data file, remember which one in that list is the one that we're after, and I only want you to print out those people. So now remember, I'm looking at both the value that they owe me, which is the very last one, and then their first name and last name. But if they owe me money, then print them out. If they don't owe me money, then, well, don't print it out. So that's what you're going to do for this exercise. Again, mod what you've got right here, and yes, you are going to need an if-else statement in order to do this correctly. Must have had a student do this one because they're calling them money that they owed bones. Yeah, there it is. Not me. But anyway, so here's the result. You should have Carl Privet, Ennis Rios, Chris Darlington, Dallas Ducar, and Emily Kalkus. They all owe me money. Now again, notice I wanted at least their name. So how do we do that? Notice everything that's not highlighted is exactly the same as what we did. And that's the glory of this, is that the only part that we really needed to change was right here. And I needed to look at index number 3, because remember, index number 3, there was 0, 1, 2, and 3. It was the very last column. That had all the money that they owed me. Okay? So with that money that they owed me, we only looked at that column, and if it was greater than 0, then I'm printing something out. And remember, all I asked for was a print. I didn't try to do a calculation. So I really don't need another list like answers. Sorry, can't remember what it was called anyway. But all those, I don't need another list. I'm just printing the sucker out. So I'm printing data 0, which was the first name, plus, I put a space, their last name, and then it owes me bones. Try to sound cool. Not happening. That's how this is working out here. So again, notice, I hope you understand here, this is mostly a pattern after we understand, and this really isn't the data file, after we looked at the data file, we can do a lot with it once we know there's a pattern, once we know what the setup is. We can change the code just slightly to our needs for what we need specifically for that data set. So that's all you needed when it came to this exercise, was those 2 lines out of everything else that you've already been given.